coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Johnson. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire. Yeah. Not bedu with the da. Me, I no get time at the da. Dada cover my face, calling me la da. Biggie man, we know the where I da. Man, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind and the beat. Die for nothing, my nigga. What's it come? Chihuahua, all the belly, the galley, ride the wind, I know it, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commentate.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I did do, what they try to they do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face, just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one buy. I know one payment, I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy me good, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, money come, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they get it, ride the money, and the feet, ride the nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they get it, ride the money, and the feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling, flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Tradition up Bella, that's my bro, my family, goes in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. But my people then go say I know one fight, I know one time, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they can get, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the belly, they can get, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. Oluwabana, yeah.
Good morning to everybody. I was thinking today was Friday, and I did not find out until a little while ago that it's only Thursday. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and speak to everybody, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this commentary. Hopefully we won't be here too long. As I get done, we're gonna be going over to Ben's place. We're gonna be hanging out over there. And at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going over to this Heats page. Okay, that's where we're going. So that's the schedule for today. All right, Vibrant MVP, what's up? Ricky, good morning. Hey, Benz. My Diva T. They was trying to come for my Diva this morning. Don't do it. Don't do it. I told you I mess with a lot of people that's not necessarily beef sector. But I respect people who understand how things work and how things is how they're supposed to operate. Okay, Miss Dread, good morning. We got Noble up in the building. We got Wild Cedar, so good to see you. Let me see. Comic, good morning. 504 girl, good morning. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm really in the mood for some Taco Bell today. I know a lot of people don't like Taco Bell, but I really do. And I think I might go have that for lunch. Rhonda, good morning. Okay, so anyone else? We got T. Evans, good morning. Anyone else in the bushes or who comes in at a later time? Good morning, welcome, and all that. As y'all see, I don't have any moderators. Dr. LaShonda, good morning, because my moderators were threatened. So I just took it upon myself to unmod everybody because I felt like, if a person has issues with me, keep the heat on me. What's up, Brianna? So let me tell y'all, before I get started into this, I was over there at Brianna's, right? So I was listening to her. And so when I came in, she was talking to He-Man. So I said, let me back it up some. Because I really reached the point when I don't want to hear about a motherfucker. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. So I backed it up or whatever. And I was listening to what she was saying. And she was like, look, I've been sparing a lot of y'all. And at the end of the day, from now on, you want to come for me, we're going to take it straight to hell. And I was like, that's what's up. That's beef sector. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's beef sector. And so Brianna was over there dragging the hell out this troll. And she was like, you want to talk about my shots, then I don't have no problem talking about your shots and what you had to do to end up having children or whatever. So that's good. Y'all can go. And if y'all want to hear some good dragging, just go right to the beginning of that live and she will give you what you're looking for. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? You can't but ignore a person but for so long. Well, most people. Me, it's easy for me to play a bitch does. It's easy for me to do Beyonce, with Helen Keller. I don't see you. I don't hear you. I don't know you. And I think that's something else that needs to take place, because when Diva was talking about blacking out, what's up, Lady Nyca? I was like, you trust me, Diva ain't saying nothing that we ain't already been thinking or speaking about, you know what I mean, in the background. And I don't have no problem paying a bitch dust, because if a person thinks that they're all that and that people need them, then they should be able to survive without anybody talking about them, right? So that's where we are with that. So now my title says love on a two-way street in the beef sector. Did any of y'all see that mess yesterday over there with Honest Row and Brian? Now, first I was listening to Stump Down. So I'm listening to him. I'm listening to what he's saying. So he's like, go over there and watch Olivia the Oracle. And red ball it to the part where Brian comes up on the page. Baby, I went over there and I red balled it to where Brian was at. And if y'all think Brian be saying he want a wife and kids, I think Olivia Oracle might be giving him, confidence that he can find a woman to have kids with and all that, because she was over there. Brian, woo, when they tall and dark and big like you, and you taking that shot and you're getting in shape, and I was like, oh my God, let's cool off a little bit, okay? So then I listened to all of that or whatever, and she was trying to give him some advice or whatever. She was telling him that, he might need to get some counseling and, all that other type of stuff. But when he was over at Olivia Oracle's page and when he was talking about Honest Row, just like when he was talking about Honest Row over with Jay Wilson, probably about a week ago, it really seemed like Honest Row was into him and that Honest Row was trying to be with him and trying to get with him. What's up, Jay Wilson? So it seemed like that's what was going on. Honest Row hit the link and he was basically saying, no, you told me you just wanted to be friends. So that's when I, basically make sure he kept everything on a friend-like basis. Now, we already know that he already got a boyfriend, and we already know who Honest Rose's boyfriend is. So I don't know if that was causing some type of issues between Honest Rose and Brian, and then their friendship or whatever. But then Brian was basically saying that Honest Rose had told him a story, and that the story made him feel uncomfortable. And, you know, at the end of the day, we really can't say what makes a person feel uncomfortable or not, because we can't speak for a person or whatever. So basically, Honest Rose was telling him a story about a guy that he was with, trying to get with or whatever. And the man's, eggplant was extra small. So Honest Rose said he didn't know how to get it in with the guy with the small thing or whatever. And see, I could give y'all some tips, but then they'll be saying that I'm being nasty, okay? I could give y'all some tips on what you do, because see, I already helped Kiki out. Y'all know Kiki Prime, Miss Prime. She said Octavia's thing was too big and she didn't know what to do with it. She said she couldn't give him none. She said she couldn't give him no PUSSY. Oh, y'all like how I just did that? They be liking the flag. They flagged me yesterday too, y'all. So she was saying that, every time she tried to give him some of that box or whatever, that it can't go inside or whatever. And I said, Kiki, girl, you gotta learn how to handle that thing. And she was like, girl, you gotta teach me how to handle that thing. And people was getting mad because I was over there. Kiki, when it's too big, you gotta use two hands, and you gotta grip that thing, and you gotta go in the the opposite direction. Okay, I said stay up at the tip and work the nerves. So she was like, oh, Shells, thank you for the advice. I'm gonna try that. And I haven't heard no more complaining about it being too big to go in. So I figured that my tips that I gave, they was really working out. Okay. So we get over there to Honest Rose, and Honest Rose has told Brian this story. And I will say this. I mean, who am I? Because I put out a recording like a couple days ago. So I'm not really in a position to tell anybody that, they shouldn't tell what goes on behind the scenes or in a private phone conversation. But I think Honest Rose felt like he had a friend in Brian, and he decided to confide in him, different things or whatever. And I think that, and this is just in my personal opinion, I think that Honest Rose, he lacks a community of people like him that he can talk to about stuff. I think his friends are straight, because I've seen him with his friends before, and he said his friends don't even know he's in the community. He said he never got around to telling his friends that he was in the community. And I'm thinking, well, what type of friends are those? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, why you over there, Jay Wilson? Why you being messy and you about to have Bree fire that live back up and go crazy? Bree, Pastor being messy and telling you some information, okay? But see, so let's hold on, mute this off the screen. So yeah, so he said he was trying to tell him this stuff or whatever. And so I think Honest Rose felt like that these conversations would stay behind the scenes, that he had or whatever. But Brian, when he was in the hospital, I guess he had got bored or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Brian said, now I never heard this one before. Med check. Brian said it was the pills. And I'm here to back up Brian, because I'm telling you, them pills can make you do some shit, okay? We're not going to act like y'all ain't never had a pill that made y'all feel some type of way, okay? It might have made you feel real good. It might have made you feel hyper. It might have made you feel sleepy. It might have made you feel horny. I never took no type of pills like that before. Or it might have made you don't even want to give none up, okay? But Brian said that morphine and what you said, Brian, Brian, what they said, the morphine and the Percocet, I think that he said Percocet. Anyway, he said the medication had kicked in, and that's why he didn't know. And he might have said some things, and maybe he don't remember what he said and stuff like that. But if y'all notice, Ro be throwing Brian under the bus every opportunity he get. See, Brian brought this to YouTube, but he don't understand that Honest Ro don't get really kind of like what's going on. So every once in a while, Honest Row will let some stuff slip out, and Honest Row will be like, but Brian, remember when you said, but Brian, you had said this, but Brian, you had told me this, and I said, oh my God. Brian, you should have set this one out, because Honest Row, he about to tell it all. Now, if he could get past his nerves and all that other stuff and really tell it, then maybe it would make more sense. But it takes Roe a long time to really feel. I don't know if he's intimidated to like really just express himself. I don't know if he just doesn't know how to express himself, but it makes it very hard to listen to him and to try to get a good understanding for what's going on. So anyway, Rose said he was over there and he was trying to get it in with this guy, and he was saying that the peen was too small or whatever, and they really couldn't get it on. And see, Honest Row didn't know that you got to move all the way to the end of the bed, all the way to the end of the bed, and then you have them stand up. That's one way to do it, or you can turn around back doggy style and all the way towards the end of the bed, or you could go like, you know, like that little scissor position and boom like that. So, because some people feel like if it's small, it ain't no good, but sometimes it be some men with some small stuff and it really be good. Like it really be like it's dipped in sugar. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all don't want to hear me talk about all of that, but I'm just saying, I figured if I gave Kiki some tips, I could give Rose some tips too. And instead of Rose taking it to like Jesus or something and telling Jesus what's going on and put it on the main line, he's on the phone and he's talking about it with all of these different people. Now, what we did hear, or at least what I thought I heard, because honey, I ain't got enough time to listen to all these people, but what I believe I heard is that Ro was giving up his money. And I asked Ro over on Jay Wilson's platform, I said, Ro, are you giving up any coinage to these people? And Ro was like, no. And y'all should know that anytime it take anybody that long to answer the question, that the chances are is that absolutely you've been giving that money up. So I think it's one person who's basically, it's like the person's pretending to be his boyfriend, give or take, and you know he's dancing and he's he got the gray shorts on or whatever else, and he's trying to let the ding-a-ling do the ding-a-ling dance and all that old other stuff, and he on here and he's trying to get the girls and the boys and everybody else. Now I talked to some people from his sector, right, that knows all about him and everything, and they said they would love to come and give me an interview. Now I should have went and emailed them yesterday because I did get their email address, but I was busy doing other stuff and he's really not that important. So I was just kind of like, I'll get to them and him when I get to him and them. Okay. So yeah, I will be reaching out to them to go ahead and do that interview and see if we can learn about these interlopers who have came over to the beef sector and think that they should disrespect women and talk to women all types of ways and talk under their clothes and, you know, just say all kind of disgusting stuff, right? So yeah, that's where we're going with that. So to me, like Toya says, it seems like Ro has anxiety, and obviously he really does. I thought I had anxiety, but Ro's anxiety, I feel like he has social anxiety because I seen him in a social setting. I'm no doctor, but I seen him in a social setting and it was giving social anxiety. And then I see him when he's in a position where he needs to be more vocal. And I feel like until Honest Ro learns to be more vocal, people are going to walk over top of him. People are going to treat him any old kind of way because they know when it comes down to it, if they talk to him any old kind of way or with a certain level of aggression, or if he sees this person or views this person in a certain type of way, he doesn't really want to go at these people. Now, we've seen him before kind of recently, the last year, I'll say, kind of start trying to drag people back and go for people and stuff like that. But I think it's different if these people are in what he perceives to be the cool crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, nobody wants to really go against who they feel could help them in some type of way. Nobody wants to stand alone. I don't have a problem with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like this has always been me. And I feel like it will always be me because I don't know how to be fake and phony. If I don't see it for you, I don't see it for you. If I see you and what I'm seeing is like a crackhead, I can't see past the crackhead. So I'm not going to be pumping up your head like, oh girl, you are doing it. You know what I'm saying? You are giving it up. I can't tell you that when I'm looking in your mouth and it look like you never been to the dentist before. I can't really give it up to you like that when you say what your job description is and you can't even fix your own life, but you're saying that you can fix other people's lives. See, I can't sit with somebody like that. I can't sit on a panel with somebody like that and make them think that they're special when I know that they're not. You get what I'm saying? Are y'all following me? Oh yeah, let me say this. So Honest Rose boyfriend, because let me tell y'all, his name is Honest Rose boyfriend. We will not call him by the name that he goes by with other people because we're not giving anybody any traction over here in the B sector. So Honest Rose boyfriend got doxxed by ZX. I heard that over at Reach this morning as well, and I do got ZX number. I wonder if he's available. Let me see. So I had heard that he had got doxxed and he has outstanding warrants. So people were saying that he's not going to go to Vegas because he has warrants. But what people don't understand is that TSA, they don't run your name through to see if you have warrants or if you're wanted. So it really doesn't work like that. The only way you would have that to worry about is if you leave the country and you're entering back into the country, or you're leaving out of the country and customs would check something like that. But as far as like going a couple states away or whatever, nah, I don't think that would be a problem. But they're saying that he doesn't even have a state ID. Hold on, I'm sorry, send this text out. Can you come to my live? Yeah, so they're saying he doesn't even have an ID. And tell me what type of person do y'all know? Oh, shit. Tell me what type of person do y'all know that don't have an ID? If you don't have an ID, then we already know you don't have a job because you can't cash no checks without no ID. If you have no ID, it's a whole lot of things that you don't have. 9 out of 10, you still living at home with your mama because you can't get no apartment without, without having an ID. Yeah, international flights only. Anything other than that, unless somebody was to like call the airport and stuff like that, and at the most, that state's police might come and take you and put you on a hold and give that other state like maybe 48 hours or 72 hours to come and get you. And if they don't come and get you, then they will release you. But see, here's the problem. If you go to Vegas and you get yourself into some shit, let's say you go to Vegas, let's just say you get to Vegas, right? For whatever reason, okay, you don't take the plane, you in a car because you're a bum, you don't have an ID, okay? So you drive to Vegas, bam, you're at Vegas. You decide to start gambling, go ahead and hit that jackpot and see if they won't be concerned about you not having an ID. Not only that, about you getting your money that you won, but they don't be wanting to pay people. So whenever people hit big in Vegas, let them find out that you got any type of warrants or any other issues going on and see what they do. Yeah, he could do Greyhound or Megabus. Yeah, he could definitely do Megabus. Yeah. So anyway, so he could get there, but you're hanging out a person who's been keeping their mouth on every single person. So security or no security, if anything pops off, let's say that a fight breaks out, you already got a warrant, no ID, and you in another state. Who gonna put up the bail money? Because I know damn well y'all not coming over here to this beef sector to do no money charity thing. I know we not doing that. He could hitchhike. He could hitchhike and turn some tricks all at the same time. Couldn't y'all see him hitchhiking and turning tricks at the same time? It looked like he'll give a mean old piece of motherfucking head for a ride. Honest Row, you gonna let your boyfriend do that? Honest Row, you gonna let your boyfriend cheat on you? You gonna let your boyfriend go out there and hitchhike and turn tricks to get to Vegas? Or do you got a car? Can you go pick him up and take him? I'm just asking. And not for a friend, I'm asking for myself. I mean, he looks like one of them type of people. See, what nobody clocked the other day when it was either Brianna or Pizarro was live. But I feel like I want to say more so it might have been Brianna, because I think Pizza and Rico are beefing. But tell me why Rico, and I'm talking about Rico Reports came over to Brianna's live, and why did he say that that Honest Rose boyfriend, he knows him from Palmer Park? Now, I gotta say, Rico, you told us that same story about Jay Wilson. Okay, you told us that Jay Wilson was in Palmer Park. So now you're saying that Honest Rose boyfriend was in Palmer Park, and that's where you know him from. Now, I'm thinking that Brianna didn't see him in the chat, so she didn't like drop the link or anything like that, or even acknowledge what he was saying. And right after that, then Rico had went live. And I was like, I sure wish Rico, and I don't know, Rico, are you in my bushes? If you're not, or if you catch this on the replay, or I'll leave you a comment. Can you let me know where you know Honest Road boyfriend from? Because you said Palmer Park, and I know Palmer Park in Landover, Maryland, out here in the DMV. But when you said Palmer Park, I remember that story because you had said that about Jay Wilson. Yes, I seen it. And so, yeah, he said he know him from there or whatever. I said, so I was like, oh my God. I said, listen, I don't care if it's the truth or a lie when it come to Honest Road boyfriend, because if he gonna be putting his mouth on me, I don't care if it's the truth. That shit sound good to me. Okay, so I was wanting him to hit that goddamn link, and I was wanting him to go ahead and tell a story. Okay, now the link is pinned. Pastor, you got a lot of things to tell Brianna in the chat. Why don't you go ahead and hit this link and tell her right quick? Okay. Because they say the beef sector is dead, but clearly it's not. And at the end of the day, I feel like, look, if we got to beef with each other, it's better that we beef with each other than we let somebody else from down the street, around the corner, come over here and beef with us. Okay? Where I live at, everybody have cars. We don't walk to the corner store. I'm sorry, we don't. Okay. Oh no, he's definitely not from Prince George's County. What's up, Shireen? Hey,
oh, Did you hear that, Shireen? Did you hear that Shireen was the sponsor?
Yes, I heard Shireen was the sponsor.
Baby, Shireen, you the sponsor. Shireen, come on now. How you gonna be sponsoring them? And we go way back, Shireen. Okay, you can't bring some of that money over here, Shireen.
And Shireen dropped down over there at Reed's and said, oh no, I'm not the sponsor. I said, oh, okay.
It was Rose, not Shireen, But look, I wasn't being messy. I read that for some reason on my feed, that commentary came up on somebody's community wall. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, he talking all under her clothes. I'm like, are they really in a war like that? I really didn't know. And so I'm like, geez, I'm like, that's kind of, yeah. I thought that was real deep. I mean, again, yeah. So I saw that when it came to Bree. I'm just like, what is this all about? Why, anyway, I thought people had gone and retired from the beef sector. I didn't
Yeah,
know they
it's
were back.
always the people who retired that, they ain't really
Okay.
retired because they still be talking about everything and everybody.
Okay, well, I thought it was interesting. So anyway, but no harm, no foul. I mean, I just saw it and I saw Bree in the chat and I'm like, I mean, what's going on with all of this? Why are you talking about home health aid nurses and people getting wiped down? And
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what is this? I mean, it was really stupid. I'm like, why are but anyway, yeah, I thought it was like, wow, why are you talking under her clothes? Anyway, oh, what's up? Is that Bree?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Brie. Hey,
Hey,
Brie.
so,
So he's mad and he's upset because uh last I think like a month ago, somebody on Lipstick Alley had posted a picture of my mom and the same picture that's always been out there. But they like said that my mom looked like a nigga in a wig. And so he took that picture and he posted it on his Patreon. And so I then in turn was just like I cussed him the fuck out. And so I start calling him Fag Boy Bradley. So whenever I call him Fag Boy Bradley, he gets in his feelings. But my thing is, you shouldn't have never started with me. And I told him for the life, I'm gonna call him Fag Boy Bradley because then he then took that picture and posted it on his community wall after I called him out
Oh my
for doing
God.
some covert cowardly shit. Because I wasn't bothering him, I wasn't doing anything to him, and he decided to take it there. So me and somebody else was going at it and they said that they'll post my mama again. So then somebody said, who posted who posted your mama the first time?" And I said, "Oh, Fat Boy Bradley did." And so that's why he's mad. He could stay mad about it.
okay, I didn't know. And like I said, I didn't know, but I'm like, I mean, he wrote a whole anthology and I'm reading it and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, does he live at your house? I mean,
Yeah,
it was
y'all
it
know
was
I
really
already don't rock with that person, and I never will. But even if I did rock with that person, like I said, I'm not gonna support no man out here that wants to come for a woman unprovoked and especially start talking underneath their clothes and doing all that other crazy stuff.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
what I said the
Oh no
last
no no! Well, actually, I lied. I think yesterday I said I hope he becomes so constipated he never be able to take a dick again. I did say
no.
that.
That wow. Okay. That would be something that would bother him, I guess. So mm.
And see, we ain't friends,
well,
but if
well,
we
well,
was, I could have gave you this medicine my doctor gave me called what's it?
Well, I
I don't
feel
know what
like
this
that's
thing is.
harmless, right? That's harmless. I didn't do nothing. That's not. Is that?
mm. Well, Bree, it seems like people are mad. Like somebody hit my link and they were supposed to be on vacation and they act like I did something because I said whose big head is in my camera as I was riding home to San Antonio. And I'm like,
Wait,
y'all supposed to
wait
be
a
having a
minute.
good time.
Wait a minute. You said who big head? Wait a minute.
No, seriously. You all, I was coming from a party in Fort Worth, Texas, driving back to San Antonio, and I was really dreading that 4 hour drive. So all of a sudden, Chocolate Bay hit me up, and I'm like, "Why are you hitting me up?" Because I haven't talked to him since
Oh
his
my God. You was talking about Chocolate Bay?
yeah.
No.
So
Oh,
he
I
hit
know,
me
no,
up.
no, no. Okay, I know you're talking about that day on your live.
Yeah, so I'm like, y'all supposed to be having a good time in Houston. So why y'all? And then all of a sudden, I saw this big head, and I'm like, who is this? Because I really didn't know who it was. And then they start cussing. I'm like, oh my God, head is mad. And I'm
Baby, I
like,
was over here laughing, thinking he was talking about somebody completely different, but now I know
no,
what he's
it
talking
was head, and head was mad. And I'm like, head, you supposed to be enjoying your vacation. I'm like, are you serious? And I was just perplexed. I mean, all of this good time they having, why hit me up? And like I said, and I think Yollywood wrapped it up completely. OGs don't have to click people's link. People click on their link to see them. And if you're having a vacation, then why click on other folks' link? And Bree, I heard it, and I'm like, baby, nobody went checking for that crewcation. I didn't even know they was having it until they hit my link.
I
See, they
think
gonna
they
get
want
mad at
to
me for laughing, but they know Jay Wilson is crazy as hell, and it's hard to sit here and
I'm
listen
just,
to his
but I'm just being, and then they got the nerve to say Jay Wilson no, Brian, baby, this is B sector. And again, strategies may have changed, but nobody ain't jealous. I was just perplexed to why you in a hotel lobby screaming and yelling. And I'm like, well, shouldn't you be enjoying your vacation? I'm just
James, if
saying.
you can hit the link too, because baby, they was mad about our town hall meeting the other day. I
Oh
said,
my
well,
God, it's
damn,
just a lot going
be
on.
mad about it. I throw a meeting every week.
But it was crazy, Brianna. But I did catch your little shade.
What shade I said?
You said Crewcation done gone and went, and nobody didn't care
Oh yeah,
about it. And
it
you
did.
damn
Like
right.
I didn't hear nobody do commentary about it.
First of all, people still don't have no lights in Houston, and I'm like, okay, but again, I'm glad they enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody got home safely, and I don't have no beef and everything. And I was been a little messy. I'm like, Brian, you weren't invited because they was in Houston, and you didn't get invited because you're the content creator, but they didn't invite Fifi either. So I thought it was interesting.
Why they didn't invite Fifi?
I don't know. Maybe she ain't in the in crowd. I don't know. But
Oh,
I thought it was. They didn't invite Demetra lit all day either.
Demetria would have turned the party up.
She would have turned it up, but I guess it wasn't for everybody in Houston.
mm.
So, but
Mm.
anyway, it was just interesting. But yeah, it is what it
It's
is.
similar
So,
to it's similar to Vegas. I mean, people are only talking about the Roller Lives Vegas trip. Nobody's talking about the other part of Vegas. I mean, until I said that I was gonna go, I mean, literally nobody was interested in going. The minute
and
I
my
said
thing
I'm
is,
going, everybody wanted to go. I was like, oh my
yeah,
god.
and again, people up there talking about, to be honest, I knew. And again, people like, well, you lying with the chef. I was, but then chef started acting crazy. But I'm like, no, we started this trip and we going and we gonna have a good time. But my thing is, it is what it is, and you doing what Sean Bradley doing? No, because I'm letting you know I'm coming. I'm not trying to show up with no tacky t-shirts. I'm just gonna go ahead and do our thing, and we celebrating some stuff. But it's B sector. This is what we do. I mean, it's what we do. I'll be surprised if somebody pop up in Vegas to antagonize me. Didn't they do it on the ship? Didn't they do
Yeah,
it on the ship?
they
So
had
Yeah,
to
and let me ask you a
um,
question. Did you recognize Johnny Mac when they had showed up? Because when I
first,
seen Johnny Mac was back or whatever, and he looked like a whole different person. Was that just my eyes?
well, first of all, I didn't recognize Sean. I was sitting there talking to just
Can we just call
Andrea.
him Benjamin Button?
Okay, Benjamin Button. I didn't
Okay.
recognize him. And then he spoke, and I'm like, oh, because I didn't recognize him at all. Um, it was interesting, like I said, and people were walking around, and the whole situation was interesting. But I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I had a conversation with Johnny Mac. We had a conversation because he had to. He was coming off the elevator, and I said, I heard you wanted to talk to me, and he said, no, I heard that you want to talk to me. I said, let's not play games. I said, let's not play games. What do you have to say to me? And that's when I found out that he was mad because he felt that I talked to him harshly during the situation with Tracy and Joyce, the first one. And I said, well, Johnny
Mhm.
Mac, did I not prove myself right? You're
wasn't that
holding on to,
50 years
uh,
ago? Wasn't that
yeah.
50 years?
I mean, but I'm telling him, you holding on to something. And I said, do you not know she apologized to me because she did not get the information right and you still holding on to that? Oh yeah. We had that conversation. It boggled my mind that folk was still holding on to that, and it's like, but it is what it is, you all. Yeah. And again, it's
Can I
funny
just
because
make
people
a
say,
quick announcement?
yeah,
Someone is currently trying to drain my chat,
Oh
and
yeah, I know about
so
that.
I'm not really tripping. But if you guys do have a community wall and you can share this live out, I truly would appreciate it. But anyway, back
well,
to you.
how do they try to drain your chat, Shelly? How does that work?
What they try to do is every time you go live, they try to go
Hmm.
live at the same time to pull the audience over. Those bullying tactics that they've been
Okay,
trying to use now. Again, this could go down to two people, and I'm
okay,
still
that's
going to talk my
interesting.
crap. until
That's
Ben's
interesting.
is ready for her live.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it mean. Okay, then. Oh, all right. I didn't know. I mean, now be honest. I've done it before, so I didn't know. But okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. So anyway, but you're right, Bree. That was 50 years ago, and we still talking about it. But Shelly, you've been talking about a lot of stuff. This honest roll thing, baby, baby. Let me tell you something. Honest roll got a story to tell.
Was that a mess though, Jay?
Honest Row got a story to tell
He's gonna
because
have to get past the anxiety in order to tell a
let me
story.
tell you something. When Honest Row said, "You remember," and when Honest Row get to that, "You remember," I just hold up. I just brace because Honest Row got a story to tell, and I was very surprised when Honest Row came up and said, "Brian had feelings for me, but since he said that we were friends, it wasn't mutual. But he had feelings for me." Now, Honest Row said that. And I'm sitting there like, oh, so you ain't the thirst trap, actually, But blame it on the drugs, blame it on the Percocets, and blame it on the morphine, blame it on whatever. But the thing is, I don't understand how you so high, but yet you can hit me up and then come and throw Honest Row under the bus, making him look like a whole thirst trap. When in actuality, when Honest Row told us the story, we were laughing our ass off. And I can't even imagine Honest Row saying in a sexy voice, because if he would have did it in a sexy voice, I would have laughed even harder.
So
You like
wait,
the
So
let me just get this straight. So did at any time they have a conversation like it could possibly be something, but then Brian changed his mind?
Well, it was told to me that when they first started that it was always going to be a friendship, period. The
That
Honest Rose said somebody started catching feelings.
Yes, because remember what Brian said? Brian said he felt like if it kept on going, he might change the way he look at things. I mean, it was real
Hmm.
deep and intense over there. If y'all missed this love story, he got P-bombed, so he had to take the first video down. So then
And
he came back.
did you hear what Honest Rose said after the P bomb? And he said, "You told me you loved me, but you up here laughing at me when my stuff." Because Honest Rose got in his feelings when
But he
Brian was
said
like,
they love food.
Yes, he did say that. He said it. I heard it.
"God."
I heard
And
it.
then people get mad. And let me say this. Brian was really attacking me, but I didn't care about that because the bottom line is show people like you so invested, you so invested. No, because again, at the end of the day, I think you're right. I think I saw a lot of
It
manipulation.
was weird that Honest Road put you in the back, though. And that's why I was saying he can't really stand up for himself because, like, no shade, but he can't even control his panel and his channel to say, you know what, I'm going to give all my guests an opportunity to speak.
But you know what? It didn't matter if he put me in the back because the truth is always going to prevail. And the bottom line is, I told Honest Row, either you lying, Brian lying, or you all got together and this is a play. And once Brian went on his platform, I knew it wasn't a play anymore. So I'm like, somebody is lying or somebody really put 10 on 20 or 20 on 10 rather, and thought that, okay, this man is really feeling me. And
But
again,
Honest Row be telling on Brian though. If you listen
he
to them,
does.
Honest Row
He
be doing.
does.
He be like, but wait a minute, Brian. But you told me. Remember when you said this? And Brian be like, what? What happened? I
Let me
don't remember that. That never happened. I never said that. And then Honest Row be like, yeah, it was right after this, and we were talking about this. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my god.
I didn't even, when he started talking about that versatility, because he said, Brian, because you said you like both. I'm like, ooh, Jesus. I'm like, okay, oh,
But
okay.
here's the thing: why are they having those type of conversation if they friends? Like, how did that come up? Like, were they having like, oh well, I'm into this, I'm into that? Like, that just don't come up.
Well, this is the thing, Bree. Honest Row said, and this is Honest Row thing. He said, well, Brian, it didn't matter when you were telling me your stories. So now I'm going to tell you one of my stories, and now you feeling some kind of way.
And
Oh
it
And
was
I
well,
do
all
think,
over small
I-
penis.
and I do think Shelly is correct because Honest Row, I don't think Honest Row is out to a lot of his friends, and I don't think Honest Row has a lot of people to talk to. And I think he's in an insular situation where his group of friends may be very limited, and this thing, and I don't think Honest Row is all that dense. I think Honest Row be playing that role sometimes. I think, and I think that I think But my thing is, Honest Row is slick on how he drop information. And the thing is,
The way Honest Row be dropping it, that shit be hilarious.
he
Now
made
when y'all
Brian
go
so
listen,
mad.
just listen.
He made Brian so mad one day when he was on my platform, and Brian got so pissed. He said, "I'm not coming to your platform anymore," because Roe was dropping stuff. But see, this is the thing that gets me. Brian said I wanted to be messy and come to my channel, Jay Wilson's channel, and I didn't know what he was gonna spill on Ro. I'm like, are they in a relationship? Did Ro do something to make Brian upset? What's going on? Because I'm like, is Brian upset with Ro? And then when he came out and said what he said, I'm like, you just threw this man under the bus. You tried to make this man look like a whole thirst trap out here because you said you wanted to be messy. And he said, well, I asked Ro. And I'm like, but, if you think that this is going to put this person in a bad light, then why even tell it? My thoughts.
That's what I was thinking too. And then also too, speaking of Brian, what did you think about Olivia Oracle when she was talking about how Brian's on the shot to lose weight and how he's already tall and dark and how he's gonna be looking by the time he lose the weight and everything? And she was like, "Oh, and you gonna be." Did you hear that? I was just like, "Wow." She was
First of all, Olivia is funny. She, one minute she hates you, the next minute she love you. And I just go with it. I'm like, oh, okay,
I would play it, but I don't want to get
because
flagged because I can't do it the way she was
they
doing
were
it.
dogging me the hell out. I mean, dogging me the hell out. And I'm like, either I'm taking married men or I'm ugly. I'm sorry, Brianna, go ahead.
I said, nah, she ain't funny with me, baby. It's always hate.
Yeah, they be woo banging.
Well, it's funny because again, I'm listening to them, and let me say this: with that Wegovy or Manjaro or whatever you're taking, it's okay to take that shot. But if you are not doing the work, if you're not going and working out, that shot only does so much. And again, because I take Wegovy, and I go work out. Wegovy helps me monitor, hey, you're full, but I can sit here and take it and don't work out, and I'm not going to be toned or this stuff. And my thing is, it only works as much as you work. So I think people think that that's the magic cure, and that's not the magic cure. It is a tool to aid you in your weight loss, but it does not guarantee, it does guarantee your weight loss. But if you don't work out, So yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get insurance to cover that, Shireen.
Yeah. I hope it works out for him because I do want his health to be better. But again, a lot of people say you've been attacking him and all of that stuff, and you mad. And again, I've never asked for money back. I was just upset, and it was disappointing. And I think it's disappointing to people when you made that big old speech that y'all should do what the doctors say, and because she's already done fallen out. So, and then all of a sudden you leave ICU. And again, Ro told that. Again, another Ro telling the truth. Ro said, yeah, when he took the needles and the stuff out and he left. I'm like, what? And Ro told that. That was a Ro thing again. So Ro be dropping them nuggets.
You just gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, some people be catching it because I be catching it. I be sitting there, I'm like,
Yeah, Ro be doing it. But Brianna, I wasn't being messy. I just read that commentary, and I'm like, why is he all under her dress and her clothing? And I'm like, that's odd. And then I'm like, I thought you supposed to not be in the sector no more. I thought you was flying and living your best life. And I'm like, but I read it, and it just, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, interesting. Okay, I didn't know all the particulars behind it, but. What would make him even put something on Patreon with your mama in the first place? I mean, did you ever do anything to him? Right. Did you put his mama up?
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Okay. Interesting.
And then it's hard to talk underneath somebody's
We
clothes.
know who put his mama up. We know who put his mama up, but he kissing their ass now, ain't he?
Yeah, and it's
Mm.
also hard for anybody to take anybody serious for talking underneath somebody's clothes. When Bree first started working out, they was the first one in the cheerleading section. You know what I mean? So I don't really pay
Mm.
attention to when people so called get mad and say
Well,
crap.
it seems like people talk under folk clothes though, and it's really interesting. And I think people always like we have somebody again who act like they were a clean cut nice guy, but when one of our content creators met him, all of a sudden now she was cross-eyed, she had bat wings, and I'm like, well, why you even meet somebody and then you're gonna talk about them like a dog? But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I thought it was far-fetched when she was saying somebody do that booger sugar, but when I saw them, they look gibbery, as Dover would say, they look very gibbery in that restaurant. They look very gibbery. And I'm like, are they on caffeine? I said caffeine because they look very gibbery. They was giving me very much Gator on Jungle Fever. Dance for
Um,
Mama Gator, dance for Mama Gator. They was giving me very
Well,
Gator on Jungle Fever.
okay, but lovely love, ain't you supposed to be going there the same dates? Cause you saying it's tacky for a pastor to go there, or you talking to me? No, you talking to Jay Wilson? She said you're
wait,
too
look,
old to be playing these games, but she's supposed to be on the same time.
Well, first of all, if I got the money, what's the game? I might want to play a game in Vegas. Ain't get Vegas for games? Don't they have gaming in Vegas? You know what? Just worry about your husband. Just worry about that knot on your head, and you should be fine. Lovely love. Don't worry about me. I mean, don't worry about me. Ain't you too old to be doing wet t-shirt competition with them knobby titties? But nobody don't say nothing, do they? Absolutely not. Ah, okay. I mean, these people. I didn't even know she was in existence. Is she still making videos?
yeah, she do.
She does. Okay. Well, focus on your videos, niece.
I think she going the same time. So
I know.
I
I
thought
mean,
she was going to
I'm
meet
not
you.
even worried about her. I'm not worried about she. Yeah, I thought she's supposed to be going to Vegas. Ain't she going to Vegas?
I thought she was going the same time
Okay.
too.
At the same time.
That's
Ain't
what
that
she
at the
told
same
me.
time?
No,
Okay.
that's lovely. I think that's lovely love, isn't it?
It may be lovely
I think
love.
that's lovely love because
No,
she's.
no, no, that's not lovely love. No, that's not.
Oh my God! It's not.
Well, girl, lovely love. I'm sorry, girl, but you know me. So and I'm not. And actually, I'm not reading the chat. So I'm
Baby,
only.
No, that's not. No, that's not
I'm
lovely.
sorry, lovely love. I'm sorry. I swear, I'm sorry.
Well, my thing is, I'm not reading the chat. So whatever you tell me, I'm going off of it. So again, okay, med check.
And Brian can blame it on the morphine. I got some morphine over here too. It's the morphine and the Percocets. Okay? I got what Brian said, brain fog. Okay? I'm sorry. I thought that was lovely love. And now they got her dragged for no reason. My God, lovely love. My bad. And she gave me $10 too.
My God, today, because I'm
I'm
not reading the
sorry.
chat. So, but yeah, but it's just interesting with the situation and yeah, the Vegas situation as well. It's really interesting too because I don't know if you heard about the incident with Brianna. I think it deals with you with your ex mods and that Five Babe situation, which is really interesting.
Oh, about them saying that the lady looked it up when she got into a car accident.
And I
Wait,
think
who
that's
got into an accident?
you remember
Remember?
when Five Babe had that Blood of Jesus red car and it got in an accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But let me say this. I mean, I didn't say too much and I wasn't alarmed, but Ness had doxed me because she worked for a HOA corporation. And my HOA at the time was that HOA. And I'm like, oh, interesting, because she had looked up my stuff. That was a
Oh,
while
I
back.
remember that.
Oh
She
yeah.
told you who
Mm-hmm.
the bank was and who the lender was for your mortgage and everything. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And so it's funny when people talk about the church own my house now. because Ness had doxed me, which is interesting because she worked for that HOA. And I'm not going to dox her to let folk know what the HOA was, but yeah. So she did, but it is what it is. You know how people do.
But my thing is,
I don't
Nessa
think she worked
always
for
want to
them.
dox somebody. She always dox the people, and then it's just supposed to be looked at like she ain't doing no fuck shit. But ooh, can we cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can. I've been trying to keep it light because they flagged every single one of
Okay,
my
I'm sorry.
videos. So yeah, but you can
Mhm.
go ahead.
But honest Ro was very upset with that porn bombing, and he said, "Brian, you said you loved me, but yet you up here laughing because I got porn bombed." And he was really touched by that, Shelly. You could hear the disappointment in his voice.
Right. Yeah,
He didn't
I
he
could
didn't
hear
say
that,
I
but
thought you was my friend. He said I thought you loved me.
you
Not I
supposed to
thought you were
love
my
me.
friend. I thought you loved me.
Y'all getting on my nerve.
I'm just saying that's what he said, Brianna. I mean, I'm not making it up. That's what he said. Did he not say that, Shelly?
He did say that. I heard it. I really did. I'm like,
Mm.
They
And I'm
said
with
that
you,
we
Bree.
hear they asked that we see Brian's comments. I have not, so I don't know
But
what
I'm with you,
his
Bree. Why
comments
y'all having
was.
them conversations? But it seems like Ro didn't start the conversations off. And I heard Ro say, "Well, when you would tell me your stories, I sat there and listened to them. But then when I tell you one of my stories, all of a sudden it becomes, it makes you uncomfortable." And so it seems like all of them had stories to tell, but it seems like somebody told their stories first. And I just think it's interesting. And when we think about Ro's boyfriend, that I guess that's his name. People was a little touched in their spirit that Ro, boyfriend situation. I didn't think they liked that
Yeah,
either.
because Ro was giving up
Hmm.
the money
Hmm. Hmm.
and getting
Yeah,
nothing back in return. Now,
that's really interesting.
before I end up getting up off of here today, I want to ask y'all something because we were talking about this over on Reed's channel. What do y'all think about blackouts? Do you think those are necessary? It's a good idea or no? I
Um,
think I don't have a problem with it, honestly, but I don't know how other people feel about that.
I used to be, a part of the blackout, but now I'm of the tribe. I just want to drag a bitch. Like, ooh, I just want to drag. Like, I ain't got time to be ignoring nobody no more. I just feel like I'm gonna say what I want to say. They say what they want to say.
Oh my god, hold on. So I got a wait a minute, y'all. I got a thing. I thought that was a troll page at first. So it says Shelly, great show, but I want to say this. If Honest Ro has a story to tell, then he will force my hands. LOL. I wish him the best, but I think we should just let this die here. Great
You see
show.
that manipulation? You see that manipulation? Shelly, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you hear that manipulation? It will force my hand. You see that? I mean, and this is the thing, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Again, it's manipulation
Wow.
for me. It's the manipulation. And far as what you said, the blackout, I think that's what you were saying. Let me tell you something. People who I want to have money, I'll fight with, and people who I don't, I'll think about.
Oh, so that's a different concept. I ain't even think about it like that.
Baby, baby, people who I
Say it
want to
one
fight
more
with.
time.
No, seriously,
Think about it like
people
that.
who I want to fight with, that means I don't mind sharing money with. But I'm not going to fight with folk who I don't want to share money with because I wouldn't give them money in the first place. And sometimes these people want to fight with you because they want to make some money, and they know that people
Right.
are going to come and click on you, and I don't have time for that.
I've always looked at it that way,
That's how I
honestly.
look at it.
Lady Nyca said, say that again, Jay Wilson.
What you say? What you said? Brianna.
Say it again. Nyca wants you to say it again.
Well, I mean, the people who I fight with, I don't mind sharing coins with, but I'm not going to fight with somebody who I don't like to share coins with. I don't have a problem fight with Brian because again, I can share coins with him and Ro, but other folk, I'm not going, absolutely not, because I don't want to share coins with them. So it depends on who I
Hallelujah.
want to fight with.
Praise
Yeah.
you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. Pastor done spoke.
No, I'm serious. Because I understand, Bree, that you want to cuss folk out. And it does feel good when you do that. Trust me. Because when I cuss, I make it worth it. But there are some people, all they want to do is antagonize you so you can fight with them and you can have this back and forth and you steadily building them up and they're taking from you because they know if you fight with them, then it's going to help them out. And some people need to be ignored because again, if you up there with 35 folk up in there, then I'm gonna let you and your 35 folks sit there and fight because I'm not gonna give you coin like that. I'm not getting ready to share my wealth with that. And again, is it worth it? What is my rate of return? Because I'm giving you everything, but what am I getting from it? And if
He
the
said
rate of
it's
return
low
ain't
because
worth it,
that's
it is what it
in
is.
his live. That's why.
No, she was talking about last night. I think
No,
last night.
today too.
Oh. Oh, okay, but yeah, they said last night she wasn't cracking nothing last night.
Yeah. So I mean, it seemed like we already got an understanding on where we going from this, and what understood doesn't need to be explained.
Mhm. And let me say this as well to you all. It's one thing not to bring stuff on YouTube. It's one thing when people dox you and bring things on YouTube, but it's another thing when you bring it on yourself. And again, this situation was brought onto YouTube, period.
Right. And that's another
It-
thing too. If it's brought on here, we're gonna talk about it. People choose to discuss it on here and then get mad when you talk about it. I don't
exactly.
understand. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. If I'm in the hospital, I'm not coming on YouTube. I'm trying to get well. But when you come on, then people gonna talk about it. I mean, whether it's a hospital or rehabilitation facility, when you're doing a whole mukbang on hospital food, you don't think nobody gonna talk about that?
You should drug me because I got bit by a spider.
Oh my
Did you get
God.
bit by a spider? Not, I didn't know you got bitten by a spider. When did I?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm like,
By a spider. Now, was that time you went offline and you didn't come back?
Oh no, that was when I had got sick. From
Oh, okay. I didn't know about the. I didn't know you. When did you get
Yes,
bitten by
you
a
drove me
spider?
because I got bit.
When did
I
you get
got
bitten
bit
by a
by a spider
spider?
on my back, and you drug before. I said, "Damn, I can't get bit by a spider."
Okay, I don't remember that, Bree. I know we have gone through a whole lot, but bitten by a spider, you gotta refresh my memory. But yeah.
I know this up on the screen has got to be a lie. Is this a lie? This got to be a lie from the pits of hell. I ain't heard it. Is this a
No, he
lie?
did. He did. He did. He said that. He addressed
What?
all the OGs. He addressed all the OGs and told y'all need to
Oh,
sit
really?
down.
Did he? When was
I
this?
played it yesterday.
What? You did? I missed that part. Really? He told James to sit down? What
He
he told
no,
James?
he started off talking about James Live, and then he addressed all of y'all OGs. All of the OGs he said that to.
Oh, to go sit down.
Yeah. And then Lady Nyca's response was, well, how about you make me go sit down? Yeah, but
Right.
he was drunk when he said it. He was
No,
drunk.
that ain't no excuse. See, we got morphine, Percocet, now it's alcohol. Somewhere we going, nope. He knew what he said. But wouldn't you be considered to be an OG, Brianna?
No.
Why are you not?
Because even though like I was doing like content and stuff, I was more of a watcher around like the Kaya and stuff time. And like I really didn't start making content until the Larry Nelson situation happened.
Oh, like the
That's
learning.
when
But
I started
I
making
just remember you doing content. Like I always remember
yeah.
you doing
I
content.
remember her with King Shaky.
Huh?
What's his
Yeah,
name?
Shaky, MC Shaky.
Well, MC Shaky came years later.
Okay, well, I remember that though. I think I think I remember that most of all. Yeah, because I'm like, but you were there. But yeah, but
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
my thing is
But
this: were you up? What were you uploading or were you streaming?
both. I
Okay.
started
See, and
upload.
you know, I can respect people who upload it. Again, that's another thing. And I know we go through stuff, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. Okay.
Hey James.
Yeah. So, and now here, this the part to get me. So, Grace, tell me what you trying to do, Grace. Was you trying to deliver that message because you want me to drag Lemon? Or were you delivering that message because I was here and you was here and you wanted me to drag you? What? Because I don't want to get it wrong what your intentions were.
Oh God. Y'all don't even know this is history right here. Nyca, you better hit that goddamn link and let them motherfucking know what to give, okay? This is history right here. Pizza, hit this link, okay? Baby. Don't play with it.
She wanted me to drag Lemon. Oh.
But if I would have heard it, right? If let's say if I was an OG and I would have heard it, I would just be like, "Child, sit down." That's what I would have said. Because he was drunk.
I didn't even hear the shit.
I got bored and I cut it off because I'm like, "Oh, he drunk."
When did this happen, Bree? Because you know he be having them 8-hour lives.
The day before yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait, what happened to Grace, child? Grace, now you stop typing?
I don't know where Grace is at, but I really think he said this shit because ever since him and his boyfriend has been into it, him and his boyfriend had broke up. Huh?
But see, that's the part. Now, Grace jumped down in the chat because you didn't see me. Now here you come delivering messages trying to be fancy, and you want me to go get Lemon, right? But you talked a little shit on top of it because what was that shit about? That's what you get. Lemon ain't here. So when you do that, then that puts you in the position to get what you want for Lemon, though, right? Crickets.
Yeah, and I will let Lemon hit the link, but right now we dealing with beef sector business and he's Avatar Nation, so there's no sense of me including him in what we're talking
But I can go
about.
see Lemon. I mean, I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. I can go right to Lemon. I ain't never had a problem going to talk to Lemon. But Grace was trying to have a moment, so I just wanted Grace to get her moment too. See, it's one thing to deliver a message, like Bree just sat there and said, "Yeah, I heard it, and if this is what I thought." But no, that when you add to it, that's what we tell y'all about getting in the motherfucking stew and stirring it, and throwing pepper in. Ain't nobody asked you to put no spoon in. Ain't nobody asked you to throw no pepper in it. You don't get to throw a little dig behind it and then just go fade into the black. The fuck? That's what's wrong with you motherfuckers.
That probably was his ex-boyfriend underneath that troll account.
I don't know who it was, but I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. That's all. Like I said, I'm in these streets. Let me go back in the motherfucker chat.
You ain't gotta go nowhere, James, because we I think Diva wanted to talk to you too.
Hello, Diva.
Hi there. I just wanted to say hey to everybody in the on the panel and in the chat. I come in peace. It is an honor to be up here. I screenshot this very moment so I can brag on my wall. Yes. I wanted to talk to you guys about a blackout. And I wanted to see if we can I know people are always saying, oh, this person's not beef sector, that person is in beef sector. Well, when it comes to the newbies, they are inviting other people that are not beef sector to speak on beef sector content creators. So it's only right, as Hutchie brought up earlier, that the tables are now turned. I think that we should do a week of a blackout where we black lip totally out of commentary. I think that it's absolutely ridiculous for her to go live to pretend that people are dogpiling her or piling up on her when she has spoke about everybody first. Her content is strictly based on every last person that is on this panel. Shade has been thrown, and it's just sickening how she gets to go to her channel and pretend that look at all these people talking about me, and it's just little old me, and I'm changing things, I'm doing this, and without you guys, she has no content. Without you guys, nobody's interested to hear what she has to talk about. She tried content that was a flop. She tried to copy Mother with the movie reviews, flop. She steals Jay Wilson's everything, flop. When she does the Enza, she copied Brie, flop. She took Pizarro's blueprint, everything that she's literally doing, even the town hall thumbnail. It's pathetic. And I don't like how she's allowing other people from other sectors to come in you guys' sector to disrespect you guys. And you guys are the ones that laid the foundation. I have always been a veteran OG fan, no matter what sector. So I'm hoping that we can, since Shakim, and I have nothing against Shakim.
No, his name is Honest Rose Boyfriend. That's the only name he has over here. Honest Rose Boyfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As I So
I'll say it for you. Honest Rose Boyfriend. Go ahead. You can pick it up from there.
I don't have an issue with him. However, he does sit on panels in the beef sector, and he comes against OGs. He gives his opinion on OGs. He goes back to his content, to where he is, and speaks on the beef sector as well as I. But at least I was respectful enough to get the blessings from people like Passa and Mother and Brianna. If I didn't, would I have did it anyway? Probably. But did you hear that Pennsylvania in me? Probably. But it just feels good to have the get the respect first. So because he's allowed, and we have people that they're doing a whole trip with no beef sector people in it. So why not join me on my blackout? So I wanted to see if I can have the blessings of you guys to join me on a 7-day blackout where we say nothing about lip, nothing about her lip, nothing about her limp. Okay. The leg, no pretzels, none of that, nothing mentioned. Heat, I'm hoping that you're able to join as well. So I just wanted to see.
Yeah, I think that you might have missed the what Pastor just taught us.
I did.
Do you want to say it one more time for the people? What he said, and what I got out of that is that it officially starts when I end this.
We got this nigga. Let me just take a screenshot. And I'm in the center. Like a Tootsie Pop.
You was one nasty piece of messy work.
Oh, it's sick. Really? Okay.
This is sick. It's too much talent on one panel. I get it.
I know, that's right.
Don't get Docs playing with me today. Leave the OG. These are all my favorites up here. You'll get hurt on today. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Respectfully. I'm going on mute. I'm scared.
You talking about a problem we already solved.
Oh, okay. So I was doing real life stuff. Could I get I'm scared to ask Pastor. Okay, this is how I gotta pump him up. Pastor, could you do you mind blessing me with what you said while I was gone? Let God use you.
Jesus.
You see how you do it?
Baby doing a lot right here. I think if content creators realize that you don't share money with people you don't like or people you don't want to fight with. So I don't share money. And so as you notice, I don't drop in Nessa's chat. I don't click on her link. because I know that I don't want to share money with her. Now I will take money from her. That's why I'm going on the trip now. Because I'm happy to do that. But my thing is I don't deal with and beef with content creators who I don't want to share money with. Period.
Right. So that's what
And
I'm
so
telling you. We already solved
that's
the
my
problem.
blackout. That's my blackout.
Thank you, Brianna.
It's easy for me not to talk about Lipple. You know,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I can't promise you something. I can't promise
Oh Jesus.
Oh
because
my
I
God.
might just wake up and get a red hair in my ass and need to pull it. So I don't know.
But Brianna, you're like the main one she goes after. She wants your throne. She wants your crown. Like, you don't understand how obsessed she is with taking your spot.
But see,
And
Brianna has already won. I mean, come on. She hates me talking about that costume thing that she did. The only thing she could think about was Brianna and pizza. And here she is, over 1,000 people in her chat, and the only thing she can think about is Brianna and pizza. So when you have allowed somebody to live rent free in your mind, you've already won. And see, that's what people don't understand. She's a self saboteur. She sabotages her own self. So I don't think that Brianna needs to do anything but do Brianna. Because for the mere fact that Brianna does Brianna, she is one. And I know she hates me to bring that up, but it perplexed me. I'm like, you have over 1,000 people,
Yeah, it was
but
like
yet
one.
you are going over to somebody else's panel to
Yeah, it
see
was
what
like
they're doing. And then you
yeah,
made the whole thing about them, but yet you have something successful going on and you don't think that they've won already? Mm.
yeah. She had like 1.3, 1.4. Like she had a lot in that chat, and we was over there making hamburgers, and she was upset. I didn't get it.
um mother, your thoughts.
You talking about, girl?
Be a
Talking about
darling. Be a darling.
who we talking about?
The blackout. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, but who are we talking about?
Oh God. Timu.
Family, family. Okay.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. Miss Nyca.
That lady for
I
three
black
quarters
out
here.
all the time. It just depends on if I take my medication that
Yeah.
day.
Lord help her. Med check.
As you can tell, I've been unmedicated all week. So, just depends. I can
So the
black
only
out.
stubborn one I have is Brianna. Brianna, I mean, you could do it because the last time I was like, all right, we ain't gonna mention her. And you was right in my chat with my two people, okay? And you was like, all right, I could do it. I ain't gonna mention her. You went like 4 days.
Yeah, then she had did something that just pissed me off. I forgot what she did, but you right.
But
Okay.
that's what she's going to do. This is why when y'all wasn't mentioning her, what did she do? Come in your chat or hit your panel. You gotta be ready for it.
I mean, yeah, because next week I got some other shit that's popping off, so it'll be easy.
Yeah,
Now,
Brianna, I
Brianna,
heard about next week. You said something getting ready to pop off. Somebody who we haven't heard from in a long time. I heard that. And
No,
I got to feel it. I got a suspicion
no, it
because
ain't.
she
I
said that they always are in some stuff. And I got a suspicion.
No, it's not. It's not somebody we ain't heard from in a long time, but it's just some shit that's going on. So you might be right.
Does it have to deal with any gates?
Gates.
We've had a lot of gates, and some people have been involved in a lot of gates.
Yeah, some ex MMA fighters.
Uh, no, it does have to do with a gate. Um, that's all I can say. But yeah, it
Brianna,
does.
I got a feeling that something getting ready to pop off, and I don't. Because you be telling people, now, Brianna, I could be wrong. I could be wrong and I could be off. But you be telling people that everybody ain't for your good. You be telling people that, you got to watch yourself because sometimes it don't work out and people don't listen to you and then they want to blame you. But I don't know. I could be wrong, Brianna. I could be wrong. But I just,
Well,
that's all I can say.
It will
There's
be
some good chicken on it.
It'll be very interesting, whatever it is.
Because people have been put in interesting
You're gonna make a
predicaments.
coin off of it. I'll tell you that, Jay Wilson. You're gonna make
What you say? What you say? Wait, hold on for a minute. I ain't get that. It blurred a little bit. What you say?
I say you're gonna make a coin off of it.
$3. Yeah.
Okay, it blurred a little bit, Bree. I didn't get it. I wanted to hear, but Bree, I'm telling you, I just. But you know what? Though, let me say this, and I could be wrong, but there is a figure whenever there's mess that they're always around, and.
And the thing
Hey,
is,
Bree, go ahead, Bree.
This person just popped up in every situation. I hear their name. I'm like, damn, how the fuck?
Bree, I know. Bree, I know. Bree, I know. And Bree, were they on something recently? I felt that somebody was on something recently.
Oh no, I don't know if they was on something, but
no, no. I mean, I'm not saying they on some drugs. I'm just saying they was on some mess recently.
Oh yeah.
My
They
God, today.
grabbing snacks.
Baby, my God, today. I heard what you said, Bree. You said within a couple of weeks. You sound like a prophetess. You said in a couple of weeks. Within a couple of weeks, something's getting ready to come. I can't tell you what it is, but watch for it.
Maybe a couple days, child. Maybe a couple days.
My God, today. My God, today, Bree. I kind of feel it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Y'all make sure it's I'm about to say it's Friday. When it's Thursday, y'all go ahead and grab my snacks and be on and just be waiting.
Bree, Bree, just spill it, boy. Do you feel what I'm feeling? Something, spill it, boy. And I think you be warning people, and people don't be listening, and then it pops off, and then I have seen instances where folk thought something was true, and then somebody brought a receipt, and they were shocked, and oh my God, okay.
So my palm is itching.
That mean you about to get some money.
Yeah, he about to make some coin. Bree, were you very shocked when you heard this, or you said, there's a pattern? Did you say that there's a pattern? Would you say that there's a pattern with this?
Bree started it.
No, actually, no. This came to me. I was minding my business.
Okay. I just started some shit, Bree.
I would say it is a pattern. And was I shocked? I was just like, bitch, it's just messy. That's all.
All right, since everybody's getting advice, can I get a little advice from the panel? So y'all know a lot of people have been asking me questions.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Food Junkie.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome to the panel, baby.
Yeah.
We just up here talking, shooting a crap.
I object.
What's up, James? How you doing, baby? Shelly, Nyca, Jay Wilson.
Ooh, let me do it. Can I do it like Olivia Oracle? Ooh, wow. Yeah, you on that shot? By the time, and you tall too, and you're dark, and you're light, and yeah. Ooh.
You be light and dark, girl.
Child.
Girl, put him in that square. You pull that thing out. This screen will get just dark, honey.
So let me ask y'all a question. What would y'all think that text that I put out? People kept saying like, "Who is it? Is it this person? Is it that person?" What if I told y'all it was Honest Rose boyfriend? Would you believe me?
Yep.
You know what? And on that, now I'm
No,
leaving.
no, James,
No,
you
no, no.
wasn't
Stay, James.
going
Answer the
nowhere.
question.
It's time for my
Stay.
appointment. I gotta
Uh-uh.
go.
What would you think, James?
Child, I like everybody's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. What would you think, Jay
Not
Wilson?
like that, bro. I don't want to fight, girl.
Well, I got a question. Could you say it again? I didn't get it. It went over my head.
Okay, so I had put out a screenshot of a text message, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's been asking me, like, can you tell me who the person is? Who is it? Da, da, da. And I was like, I'm not gonna say, regardless, if I don't care if the person come out and say it wasn't them or whatever. I'm just never gonna, admit who it was. And so I was asking the panel, what would they think if I was to tell y'all it was Honest Rose's boyfriend?
Well,
And
my
that
question is, what did the text say? Because I
it
didn't
was
see
just
it, Shelly.
basically saying that, don't say anything that me and them talk on the back end. Because the person's cool with old girl. Funky PUSSY.
Mm.
And so basically a lot of people were trying to say that it was like Lolo. They were saying Intrinsic. They were saying I forgot the other people or whatever. But
Well,
anyway,
I wouldn't doubt it because again, there's no loyalty towards people. I would say that I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's concrete, but now that you told me and I have it in context, there's no loyalty.
yeah. And I
This
was just
person,
wondering, what would y'all think about that? Like
those
if
that person played both sides.
okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. Because some people they
Shelly,
don't
you
just
already know. I don't know why you playing, but anyway.
some people they don't even just send cash apps, they do Western Union.
Mm.
Shelly,
Oh,
you actually up here for a reason, baby.
Yes. No, I was just telling you to come up and join us, even though I'm about to end this because I know Benz has to go live and I don't want to hog up the airwaves. I don't want Apartment 22 to come and get me and say that I'm taking too much YouTube data. You know what I'm saying? So we was just talking. We was talking about like blackouts and stuff like that, if they work. For me, I'm gonna leave that person. I'm not even gonna speak on that person. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to speak on them. Because I feel like that's what I've been doing, and so that's what I am gonna do. So,
Okay.
um,
Well, because the question I asked in the chat was, is this another OG panel? Because after the last time I was talking with you, James, and all you guys on his channel, I came to the
mhm,
conclusion my sentiments of the whole OG and not OG thing is basically this right here. I grew up in a gang infested area as a child. So when I hear the term OG, I take that to a whole different meaning than what y'all probably mean it as. So when I hear the terms OG, that's why I was asked the question, what is an OG, what constitutes whatever, because I want to know where people are coming from with that term. So when I think of OGs, I'm thinking of original gangsters. I'm thinking of people who put in real work on the streets. Now this is virtual. So when I think of people who put in real work on these virtual streets, I'm kind of correlating that with the same thing as I grew up around. People that I would consider an OG in real life. But at the same time, that's why I said who you are as an OG or as someone who is a founder, originator, or a cultivator of a certain situation, you don't need to keep explaining yourself to people. And how I live is this right here. I don't need a title. That's all I say. I don't care about what people say or what people call me or what people consider me as. I don't care about that. A title without monetary support or gain or status is a wasted title for me. And when people walking around screaming OG this and OG that or new G this or 2.0 this and 2.0 that and still can't pay their basic bills, I find it laughable. So whatever people call themselves, if you can't pay your basic necessities of life and have a little bit extra to do what you want to do with without begging for it or without asking for it, without, you know what I say, Shelly, wet begging, dry begging, moist begging for it.
When you don't have to make a wish list for deodorant and toothpaste.
Right, exactly. So salt and pepper shakers or this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a wasted of whatever you consider yourself. But that's just how I live. And that's why I say I'm just the basic G. I don't care about what anyone else says about me. I know what and who I am. Not one time out of all the years I've been on here have y'all heard me come up here saying that I'm in dire straits. When I started eating on here, I ate good. I eat good. My lifestyle have not faltered one bit. I kept up what I have always had. Knock on wood, I will always keep up what I have had. And if I can't do it, the person that I'm with can't do it as well. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a two-person situation and I still need assistance from someone else, I'm not a G or OG or a new G or a 2.0. I'm a bum.
Oh, shit, I got somebody at my door. Y'all hold it down for me.
Okay.
And that's just my opinion of it. So that's why I get so
just Nyca, bring us back around full circle low, right quick.
Okay.
When he's done talking.
I get so confused by all these conversations, whatever, and I'm like, look at the people who's talking about it. It's like, I'm confused. What is it about you that is whatever you think it is? You can't hold a job. You can't hold a person in your life. You can't hold friendships. You can't hold anything. So what makes you think that you're somebody special? But that's just my humble opinion. This is just one opinion by one person who happens to have a channel that makes videos on it. It is not to try to dog anyone or fight with anyone. It's just me to say certain things don't need to be explained. And I wanted to have James up here was not because I was like, the people that I know who I've been watching for years, I was watching James when he had his Access Cable channel. I watched James through his cancer battle. I watched Nyca through her Walmart store.
You ain't never gonna let me live.
No, through her Walmart stories. I was there when Nyca told the story where she got into a fight at Walmart, got arrested, and then came back and fought again the same night.
Did.
You know what I'm saying? So I was there, but I don't ever want to consider myself as an OG. Because if it's not paying me OG money, keep the title. If it's not paying me new G money, keep the title. My real life tells me who I am. How I present myself on here tells me who I am. I'm full junkie. That's who I am. I'm not trying to be anything else or anyone else. And I don't need a group of people to tell me that I'm okay, that I'm pretty, that I'm smart, that I'm talented, that I'm important. I don't need that. I'm not that desperate for attention or I don't crave that type of thing because I know who I am. That's what I always say. When you know who you are.
Hold on one second. Food junkie for me.
No problem.
RGM Music Collective. Welcome to the chat. The link is pinned up above. If possible, I would love for you to click the link because I did receive your email yesterday, but it was like kind of late, so I didn't email you. But it would probably be like where we could probably talk just a little bit, so I could get some basic information to see then if we could go further on from there. So so they're saying yes, she did. Dang, I almost forgot where the hell I was at with this. Oh, that person in the chat, is that really Sassy's page or is that somebody else?
That's a troll page. That's
the
moderator.
Oh, okay. The reason why I asked that because I was going to ask Jay Wilson what did he think about what Sassy said, but it's actually not Sassy. Sassy was saying that you're basically like not Sassy. I'm sorry, the Sassy page, Medicaid page. was saying that you're thirsty for some Brian and Ro hooking up. So would you want to see them together?
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just gonna put my commercials in and get my AdSense check on the 21st. You put it out there, we'll talk about it. But yeah, it is what it is. Ro comes on my platform, Brian comes on my platform, and and again, if you didn't want the type of content that I'm putting out, you would stop coming. For the mere fact that you come, that means you want it. So that I'm good.
Yep. There you have it. There you
Julie,
have it.
I just came up here to say that because that's all I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a great day. Y'all be blessed. Y'all continue to give me entertainment while I'm working around and walking around and working and stuff. I'll be watching in the bushes. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good
Okay.
day, Junkie.
Y'all have a
Thank
good
you
one.
for
Okay,
coming
thank you.
up.
Bye. No problem, babe. Bye.
Well, RGM, I understand what you're saying as far as like to introduce yourself, but I'm more interested in Honest Rose boyfriend and what you know about him per se. That's what I'm more concerned with. Not necessarily like who you are or what you're doing or how long you've been, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out what's up with old boy. But I will drop my email in here for you though. Child, they even kicked him out the group, the Discord they have.
They kicked him out.
Uh-huh.
But Shelly, you know what's really interesting, and I had typed this in the chat, I guess, and it's a while before you probably didn't see it. But it interests me that this person was supposed to be interviewing for a computer job on Monday, and he had started college. Honest Rose boyfriend, he started college the week before, and he did this all without an ID.
Exactly.
Well,
So we already
that
know he
don't
didn't do
go
none of
along with
that.
what he said the other day. The other day he said, "Yes, I'm doing YouTube full time, and so y'all make sure y'all check out my content." It was to my understanding he'll be doing YouTube 7 days a week.
Also, I guess he didn't get that job as a computer person because he said he was going to get the job now. But I guess he's doing YouTube full time and going to college because he said he just got accepted at a college too. And without an ID, I'm like, okay, all right.
It's the imagination for me. Okay, so it says he has hold up. It says he has been starting work the next week for the last 7 years. Y'all hear that?
Oh,
That's why I want them to come over and do an interview. Will you be available tomorrow? Because tomorrow's Friday. Let's go ahead and get the weekend off to a good start. RN RGM, would you be available tomorrow? Because if so, I think tomorrow we could start with that and get the weekend started off.
Yeah, he's an interesting person. I was on that panel. No, I was listening to the panel when he told Lady Snoop that he would put his appendage in her mouth and relieve himself. And everybody had it. And it was like,
Oh
what,
my
what did you
God,
just say?
what?
Yeah. He told Lady Snoop that he would put his appendage in her mouth and relieve himself. I'm being very diplomatic and of how I say that. But yeah, that's what he told Lady Snoop, and I'm like, wow. And so a lot of people took offense, but he said a lot of things. But it's interesting. And then you had landlord to come on and say, California is not that far from Vegas, and so it is a lot of people had some issues with what he said. So we'll see what goes on in Vegas.
Wow.
mm,
Mm. And I don't believe nobody paid no 7,000 for security and all that little extra stuff. But I will go ahead and email you because I have some people here doing some work, and so it's going to be the noise is going to be too loud, and I don't want to have to be muting it in depending on y'all to just talk. You can call me Rev G. Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking somebody yesterday. Who was Rev G? I was a little bit confused. I will be off YouTube for a week starting Friday. So do you want to do it today? Because I could do it like later on tonight. Not even so much tonight. I could do it today, but I just need probably like an hour or so because I'll be having noise in the background. So just let me know. It'll be a good opportunity to promote yourself as well. So it's kind of like if the person that texts you were to be on here dragging you to the hell, even asking if you're not saying anything to Ness, would you then tell who it is? No. Well, actually, I might have told you who it was already. You'll send me an email. Okay. That's why I was asking them, what would they think about it?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that would have been a shady move to make for him to do it, but I wouldn't be shocked. I ain't shocked by nothing these people do on here.
Yeah. So, but thank you, Nyca, so much for coming up. I'm gonna get off of here because got noise in the background. Benz will be up live next, and like I said, or Benz, do you have the link for your live today?
Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you, Nyca, for coming up. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support.
Always.
Benz, or is it? Well, I think I can already get to it because what we need to start doing is that what is it called? Redirect. We need to start doing that for each other. If other people are going to do it, why shouldn't we do it? Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know if I could try it now. Well, this is what I do because I'm not going to make y'all wait. And even out of all the names too that Jay Wilson was talking about or whatever, I don't even want to hold you. That's nobody in the beef sector. Blueface, but mainly Christian Rock. I don't want to hold you. That's where I know I got that from a long time ago. It's Burner Boy, Nyca. It's Burner Boy. Hey, Unhinged, we about to leave now because I got some noise in the background. I'm gonna check my email and see. I might be coming back later on today if I get this interview. So I will see you guys later. Bye.
But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Cause not only you, they my mind, oh. Girl, you too fine, go light a lie. Me, I know the lie, oh. Not only you, they my head, oh. Yeah, only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause confusion in my head, yeah. Me, I know the lie, you're my fantasy. You're my fantasy. Only you, they my head, oh. Only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause commotion in my head, oh.
I almost forgot. 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. We will also be at this Heats page. So right now we're going to Ben Zone, and after that at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be at this Heats page.
But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Cause not only you, they my mind, oh. Girl, you too fine, go light a lie. Me, I know the lie, oh. See, not only you, they my head, oh. Yeah, only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause confusion in my head, yeah. Me, I know the lie, you're my fantasy. You're my fantasy. Only you, they my head, oh. Only you, they my head, oh. See, now you, they cause commotion in my head, oh. Me, I know know the lie of my fantasy. Can you even imagine what is going on inside? Is this reality? Oh yeah, 'cause I don't wanna wake up from this dream. Them say something must kill a man. Oh, nah, nah, nah. But if I your body, girl, I don't mind. Oh yeah, 'cause not only you in my mind. Oh yeah, yeah. See you to find me, I know the liar. Now only you in my head, oh yeah. Only you in my head, oh. Now you they cause confusion in my head, oh yeah. Me I know the liar, but me I know the liar. Only you in my head, only you in my head, oh. Now you they cause commotion in my head, oh yeah. Me I know the liar, my fantasy. Now only you in my head, only you in my head, oh. Now you they cause confusion in my head, oh. I know the lie, I know the lie. Only you in my head, oh yeah. Only you in my head, oh. And you the cause commotion in my head, oh. Me I know the lie of my fantasy.